and an accident involving 4 cars occurred this morning at Pokuase. 3 of the vehicles, a gas tanker with registration number AC6200MD, trailer with registration number GT800509, and a silent car registered GN5656112, all heading towards Pokuase, collided as a result of a waste disposal truck which was parked in the middle of the road, making it difficult for the other 3 to flow. My colleague Gladys Oseoredu was there, and she's joined me over the telephone with some detail on this. Hello, Gladys.
Hi, Emily.
What more can you tell us about this accident?
Right. As you reported, the trailer ran into the gas tanker. They both were heading towards Pokuase direction on the Ofankor Pokuase highway. This what happened. Eyewitness account indicates that it is possible the trailer could have lost its brakes, and so there was speed, and there was go-slow traffic. So the cars were actually moving towards Pokuase, but the trailer was coming from the Jonse Hill. And so there was a bit of speed in there and ran into the trailer, the gas tanker. According to the eyewitness account, he could have avoided this accident, but there is this waste car parked. The waste car is parked by the roadside towards the same direction, the Pokuase direction. And according to them, it's been parked there for a couple of days now. Nobody knows where the driver is. And what could really be wrong with the car. So as it was also trying to avoid the waste bin car, then it rather ran into the trailer and also affected a saloon car, a Great Wall saloon car. It hit the side and really had damaged the bumper, the front bumper, the back, and the entire side. And there was also another car which had been able to move away because it was slightly affected. So it actually involved 4 cars, the trailer, the gas.
Were there any casualties or fatalities?
Say again, Femini.
Were there any casualties?
Fortunately, no. Nobody is dead, but the trailer driver was seriously injured. He was stuck in the car for over 2 hours. He was stuck in the car. They really had to struggle to be able to get him out of the car. The fire service came, had to do some cutting of parts of the car to be able to bring him out. And I must say, there was this particular police sergeant who was there, and he really was very, very helpful. He was, and eventually when they were able to rescue the driver, the onlookers all came, lifted him, they were hailing him that he's the hero of the moment.
How has this affected traffic in the Pokuase area?
It is very terrible, because now no car is able to pass through that side, so we all have to share the other side of the highway that is coming from Pokuase towards Ofankor. So now it's been turned into a dual lane for in and out cars to be able to access. So traffic is very terrible.
Is the police on hand to direct traffic?
Say again.
Is the police on hand to direct traffic?
Yes, the police is on hand. In fact, this police sergeant I am saying was hailed as the hero. When he was done, quickly ran to the Pokuase side to go and actually help ease traffic. And so they are on hand helping out. It really is bad.
Are there any alternative routes you could share with viewers now, those who would want to have access to the Pokuase area at the moment and would want to avoid the place?
Unfortunately, none that I know of.
Very well.
None that I know of.
Well,
yes.
Thank you very much for this update. Gladys Oseoredu joined us from Pokuase. Now let's go to the Volta region, where one person has been shot dead in Nkonya in Tumbro in the Volta region. 51-year-old Peter Ado was on the way to his farm when he was shot by unknown assailants. We can now speak to an officer at the Criminal Investigation Department of the Nkonya Police for some more on the story. Well, I understand I do not have the police officer, but I have a local in the area to share his story with us. Thanks for joining us here on the program.
Hello.
Right, what can you tell us about this incident?
This morning at about 7 a.m., we wake up and we're hearing a gunshot from Nkunya, from Alabanyo direction, heading towards Nkunya Koji. So in about 30 minutes, we heard noise from that area and we rushed to see a gentleman who was shot in the chest there. And the body has since been carried to Rural Hospital for autopsy.
Do we know?
Policemen, yes.
What do we know about why this may have happened?
In actual fact, nobody knows exactly what is happening at the moment. But the people in the town suspected that it might be an Alavanyo people who shot them because it was a footpath linking to Alavanyo women.
I see. But recently, a pact was signed in this regard. You think the people could violate that pact?
Come again.
Is there any information on the suspect? Any of possible suspects?
Yes. For the suspect, nobody actually knows exactly suspect that is involved in this meeting.
I see. So tell us about the town now. Are people afraid to move about?
Yeah, at that time it was a pressure. The youth of the town carried the body to police station and they were making some, usually they were singing songs like Yenia Break or and all sort of things. But there were police and military men in the town to control the situation. But at that moment, the situation is very calm.
Very calm. Thank you very much for your time. We were speaking to a local who would rather not be named.